Yeah, friends, I am again here after a gap of about 3 months. आज जो बेसिक आइडिया ऑफ दिस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस इज़ कि हम एक एनुअल इवेंट कर रहे हैं जो लास्ट ईयर हमने किया था, जिसके अंदर द एम इज़ दैट वी ट्रेन द यंग बडिंग सर्जन्स फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द कंट्री एंड वी कॉल very senior people from across the country. This time we have a representation of more than 14 states as a faculty as delegates. Idea is to train these persons so that whatever we do here can be given at a grassroots level where a common man can be taken care of. इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को हम 2 दिन के शेड्यूल में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. The first schedule will be for first day where we are performing around 6 surgical procedures. I like to add we do not have the dry lectures in the total workshop. हमारा जो मॉड्यूल है इसका उसमें लाइव सर्जरी होगी. Most of the live surgeries me and my team is conducting. First of all, I'm sorry, I'll introduce, I have Anuragni, who is a consultant with me, Neha and Rishabh, who are consultant with me. We are working as a team. So aim is कि हम वो सर्जरीज परफॉर्म करेंगे जो एक बेसिक सर्जरी से लेके बहुत एडवांस्ड, जिसमें रोबोटिक सर्जरीज भी हैं. नंबर 2, we have around 48 senior faculty member from across the country जो सर्जरीज में भी हमारे साथ होंगे, और जो यंग students and younger faculty colleagues who are coming to get trained, they will have an intention of around 4 to 5 faculty members and they can clear their doubts. एक सर्जरी हो रही है, हम सर्जरी परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, उसमें 2-way कम्युनिकेशन है कि जब हम सर्जरी कर रहे हैं हम स्मॉल टिप्स विल टीचिंग देम, और अगर डाउट है we have 4 to 5 faculty each student, so that when they go out they are well trained and they can deliver what the aim is. इस कॉन्फ्रेंस का, इस सर्जिकल वर्कशॉप के 2 एम है. फर्स्ट है द सर्जिकल रिहैबिलिटेशन ऑफ डेफ एंड ब्लाइंड. बाय ब्लाइंड आई मीन द एक्स्ट्रा ऑकुलर ब्लाइंडनेस विच कम्स इन द डोमेन ऑफ ENT and deafness we all know. The second aim of the conference is that we should have an early detection of cancer. और उससे क्या फ़ायदा होगा? आज रोबोटिक सिस्टम इज़ इन प्लेस. बाय द रोबोटिक सिस्टम वी कैन परफॉर्म दो सर्जरीज जो एक टाइम पे हम कहते थे इनऑपरेबल हैं, और उनको कह दिया जाता था यू हैव ए शॉर्ट लाइफ, इनकी सेवा करो एंड दैट्स इट. बाय द इन्वेंट ऑफ रोबोट, आई रिमेंबर आई डिड द फर्स्ट रोबोटिक वर्कशॉप व्हेन आई वाज इन PGI अबाउट 2016, एंड उसके बाद हेड एंड नेक में वी हैव ट्रेन्ड मैनी पीपल अक्रॉस द कंट्री. इसमें we are performing 2 basic surgeries. One is called a lateral pharyngotomy, जिसमें oral cavity cancer है. अगर हम conventional surgeries में देखते हैं so वो cases inoperable थे. Now with all invent of the things we can say this patient is operable. I like to highlight a few things about the robotic system and then we'll come to the second phase of the conference. Robot की बात करते हैं, we say it is a minimal invasive technique. Why is it minimal invasive? Because when we used to operate, I have more than 35 years of experience now. We used to give an external cuts. You must have seen people, celebrities coming on the TV screens with a lot of deformities. They can't swallow. They can have very defective speech. But when we do a robotically change, so we have 2 robotic arms as we see in this, that the 2 robotic arms we take and they come to the console. And if you see the long arm of this robotic, I am talking about this, and you can imagine the distance of the arm which we can introduce when we are doing an appropriate surgery. Means a patient where a conventional finger or hand cannot go, we can introduce these things. The second advantage is that if we go into this, we have this as a console where a surgeon sits. We need not scrub because we are not touching a patient. So we are operating this patient from a distance. So this is one which is only one company is there in the world which makes the surgical robot, the Da Vinci. So that's the reason we didn't hide anything, because there is no second company in the world. We sit on a console. We have 4 arms of the robot. Means 2 arms will control by our hands and 2 by the 2 feet. So we can simultaneously work on 4 hands. So this is how the system goes. That this is, we are sitting on a console. If we see on a console one part of a 2014. Now what has been changes when we talk of a robotic system? If we say in early 20s, there has been a paradigm shift in the cancer surgeries. We can have the inoperable patients as operable. So this is what the 70s or 80s were. That the main thrust of the surgeon was that what we should do extensive cutting. A surgeon used to feel proud, I have made this much cuts, I'll do a very good reconstruction, taking bone from the leg, I'll take tissue from the chest and reconstruct. So that was in 70s, 80s. But in 90s, there was a change. The change was that we should have an organ preservation protocol. We shouldn't cut, we shouldn't throw, we should have organ preservation, and that is the way that everything was taken away by a chemo radiation. कि हम chemo radiation देंगे, after radiation जो residual tumor होगा उसके अंदर as a surgeon will do a salvage surgeries. Then came 21st century where again the things changed. There was a very good study, I was one of the co-guides into this, it was done in US, where we compared simple radiation, a combination of a chemo radiation and surgery. And what we found, if we give radiation alone at the worst prognosis compared to when we give a chemo radiation followed by the surgery. Have a memory in a surgical robot, otherwise they will be out of your control. So every robotic surgery is controlled by the surgeon. Now this is the third part where we can have all controls. Like suppose I am using a regular machine as a robot, so I can fix my things, that what is the distance of my head, how near I can go, and we can give a good magnification with this. And this is what. And when the patient sees, now if you see this part, this is a patient cart, this one, and we have a magnifying thing which is attached to the robotic system. So these are the 4 arms of the computer, which is a computer assisted robotic system, and the patient is here. So what we need to have a good trained assistant surgeon who will be there on the bedside of a patient. Like there is some smoke, the suction has to be there. The patient's every problem has to be sorted here, because as a chief surgeon I am operating on the console. This is the area which is given to the tumor, giving a resection free margins. To conclude, I will say I have given everything in my press notes, that there are 2 important things. One, where I need your support. The basic cause of cancer in oral cavity is the tobacco chewing, a gutka chewing, and when gutka chewing is combined with an alcohol. We should have, we should join hands in this, that we should we should pressurize the authorities that there should be a blanket ban on a tobacco sale, manufacture of a tobacco, so that these carcinogenic products we can save. The second will be to all participants. We have already registered around 300 people now. Yesterday we had 250 delegates, because we cannot include more people, because this is a training program, that when they go out, I tell each and every junior person who is attending this workshop that the message is, please deliver this technology, or you should guide your patients even in the periphery, that this is the remedies available in the world or in the country where we can know that this should be the target therapy when we treat a patient. Lastly, I'll request everybody for at least tobacco, please join hands and we can do this. And I, on behalf of my team and the institution, we are ready to do free services wherever the government wants, that early detection camps are going on. It will be absolutely free just for early detection of cancer patients. Thank you very much.
प्रॉपर्टी बेचने और खरीदने के लिए संपर्क करें फेयर डील प्रॉपर्टीज।